Okay, want to see what we got it going on. Okay, well we're live now, so we can't say anything stupid like North Korea. Um. Okay.
We can't say anything stupid.
Yeah.
First thing I say, there's nothing stupid. Alright, gotcha.
Yeah. Well.
I understand. I understand these rules now.
Yeah, we're screwed. Yeah. Right. Okay, everyone. So we're having a random RP. We're I guess you call them interactive story RPs, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And we're just going to have fun. And I'm gonna work on this model of some random anime girl that I found while we do it. Okay, so everybody ready?
For
Yeah.
Will ever be.
Okay. So let me introduce my friends I'm playing with. We have my friend Clay, Jonathan. We're gonna call him or whatever, but mostly Zenro, or mostly Zenro because it sounds cooler. And my friend Hellkite's joining us on Discord. Okay.
Yo.
Yo. Sexy voice. But anyway, so I'm gonna give my.
I'm sorry. Hang on. Let me go get something for more sexy voice.
Crazy jokes we have. Okay, so this how this story's gonna go off. We're gonna go real quick before we get into it. Each session we're gonna go to a new world, new domain, new stuff going on. Okay, how this is one theory. Either I find a way to complete the story, or we all die, or we all don't play no more. About it. Okay. Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh boy, he's disappointed, isn't he? Okay, so we're gonna start off the story now. Okay, so we're all in our current dimension. Okay, current world, current thing, current setting, and we're doing this. Hellkite's playing probably some Terminator game, destroying it on the hardest difficulty. Okay, you are at home cooking dinner, practically. Yeah, cooking dinner, doing your basic stuff because you're a chef and you like doing that. No problem. And our friend Clay here, he is practically working on something in the backyard, practically fixing something on his porch or something, right? I'm making stuff up. Bear with me. So you guys are all working on stuff, right? Then all of a sudden, you see a bright flash out of nowhere. Like there's no way this is possible. A bright flash out of nowhere, okay? And you guys are waking up floating in midair in a place that's just all like above the clouds, but there's no ground. So you're just in the cloudy area, okay? Okay. You guys look around.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, guess what? You see him. He sees both of you. Hellcat sees both of y'all, and you're all probably looking at each other like, "What the hell's going on?" Most likely.
Okay, do I get fucking electrocuted in my stovetop?
Maybe you guys gotta talk about it. I can't. I'm not gonna do much. Okay, so you asked if you got electrocuted. What about your thought?
I've had fever dreams worse than this.
Okay, Hellcat, what are you thinking about it?
I think I spent too long on the video games.
That's probably the best answer we're gonna get all day, right? Okay. Then all of a sudden you guys hear a voice, right? But the problem is like every sentence is switching on tones, right? So practically it's going from like a man to a woman to a child to an old person like that, right? Different pitches and everything. And it's like, oh, hello, saviors. I have called you for a great mission.
What does this person look like?
It has no form.
Oh god, Zeech is real!
Strange voice that I'm hearing in my head.
I am not in your head.
Strange voice that I'm hearing in my head.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with what.
Why?
I'm like, I need ordinary entities to help me out with the survey for the other void entities, like me, like gods, if I can call them, right? Equivalent to gods. We're going to test new powers. We just need random people from this world to help us out with it. And unfortunately, I picked you three.
Okay, cool.
I'm a fucking guinea pig.
That's one way to put it, yeah.
I already know my mini quest of this whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we chose you. Alright?
What?
To ruin everything you've planned now.
We already know. We already know. But anyway, what's your thoughts on Hellkite?
I thought I'm ready to kill this guy.
Well, you can't kill it. It doesn't have a physical form, but I understand.
Challenge accepted.
Worse.
Challenge accepted.
Okay.
I think it's
So-
worse. I was thinking the same thing. I want to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, they're like, okay, so now we got the pleasures out the way. We explain what's going to happen. So it's practically the opening of this entire thing, right? You guys are gonna go through dimensions. You're going to test the waters and everything. And practically, if you guys succeed, we're going to act like nothing. This didn't happen. Your memory's going to be erased. Problem solved. If you fail, all existence through all forms of life, time, difference, all this stuff, it's going to be resetted with this big reset button. Okay, that's it. But as for helping us, we decided to do this. Okay, we're going to give all of you powers to help out with your thing. Okay, so it's like, give me a second. Don't do it yet. But anyway, it's like there's no power. So we're like, let me look at y'all's history. So you see these little books appear of you guys, right? Well, not little. They're about tall as each of one of you's actual size. And it has your silhouette and name on it.
Oh god, the book of life was real.
Well, it's back to the book of your existence. So it takes the books and you see it. You see yours. It sees yours. You see yours, Zenro, fly up to a middle like nowhere and start opens. Pages flip to like a halfway point, closes. Same thing with Clay. Same thing with Hellkite. Okay, like okay, I know some great powers we can give y'all to help out. Okay, so this person's like, give me 1 second. So you hear a sneeze followed by a snapping sound.
Goes in tight.
and you all feel a little tingly after that, like.
Did we really just get God Corona?
Probably, but who cares, right?
I wish brown is pain.
Well, like I said, that's the thing. Like, okay, like, so you hear her and she goes, "Oh shit." you hear the god, and they go like, "Oh shit," and you're like, "Do you guys want to know what's going on? Anybody?" Okay.
Do we need to come back so you could reset and rethink this one? It kind of seems like this is a last minute thought. I mean,
Nah, we
get rid of our memories, and then we don't have to remember this.
Oh god.
But anyway, you're like, okay, no, the problem is this. So, good news. You all have powers, and we based them off characteristics of your own. Problem is, I goofed a little. Because I sneezed at the wrong moment. So, it's in the game, right? She explains what she gave you in a cryptic way. So you really don't know what the hell she's talking about. You just got hints. Anyway, right? But in out of game, this is all everybody's powers are, okay? So, Zenro, you are the only one who gets in the power that he can activate at any time. It doesn't have an auto trigger. But yours is practically called, This Will Work. So what it does is simple. You can take whatever around you, right? A toy, a rock, a weapon of some sort, and you can throw it like you would a Pokeball in the game, and it'll fulfill a purpose that you want it to fill, right? Now, drawbacks. It can only whatever the thing is, can only fulfill the purpose that fits within the criteria, right? But practically, if you throw a weapon out there, you can't tell it to kill somebody. Okay? Stuff like that, right? And you throw a bandit out there, it can't kill nobody. So, tough to know. Also, you have a range, right? The thing has to be within 2 miles of your vicinity to stay active. But other than that, you're pretty much good, okay? Clay, your ability, and we already know this one is, it's called Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time.
Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah, so how it works, remember this is out of character, is you will every time you take pain, any female or humanoid females, depends on what the realm's classified as human, can automatically turn into like, every time you feel pain, they have a lust feeling automatically. And the more pain you're in, the worse the feeling is. Okay, and you do have an ability if you want to cheat death for incredible amounts, you're well to, but 3 times per session. Okay.
I have a feeling I'm going to be going through that pretty quick.
Yeah. Now, here's the last one. Hellkite, you ready for your power? Why is this? Okay, Hellkite, here's your power. You have a ability called Hide and Terror. So how it works is simple. If you go looking for anybody or anything, they'll automatically be triggered by fear the closer you get. So the closer you get until you find them, you can terrorize them, okay? Now, do know, the only things that are exception to this rule are blind people. That's the only thing it can affect them because they can't technically see fear. So, that's his only exemptions, okay? So,
Okay.
Yeah. So, that's all y'all's abilities, and I hope you all are ready. Anything you guys want to say before we send you on your quest?
I think you got. Are we ready? Are you ready?
I'm like, they're like, oh, so you want to be an asshole? Okay, like, well, see you later. So you see something through like a gust of wind, right? And you guys get blown in the opposite direction of where the voice is coming from. And then everything goes black. You guys wake up in a forest, right? Okay, you wake up in a forest. It feels like noontime, right? In the middle of nowhere, just random noontime. Okay, and you're like, and let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so Zenro wakes up with everybody else, and you look off to the east and you see what looks like a building, like an apartment building or a hotel, right? What do you do? You let them know what?
Are they awake or asleep still?
They're waking. They're slowly waking up. You're just more stable than those two.
Alright. I see an apartment complex right here.
What?
Does it look like ours?
What?
Does it look like our modern day apartment complex?
It looks a little bit more fancier, but yeah. What's y'all's thoughts on this thing?
Trust it. I know about you guys, but I heard a really annoying voice that couldn't decide which one it was. And it's like it had a plan, and it kind of seemed like it was making up the plan as it went. So I don't know what you guys think.
Okay.
A hotel in the middle of nowhere.
You guys is in the middle of a bunch of woods, and you see General points out a building.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, hotel in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that's a trick.
Okay, well, let's wait, quick. Okay, so Clay, from that apartment complex, you start hearing like noises, like loudspeaker, like commercial bullshit going on. What do you guys?
What is the commercial kind of saying? Or
it sounds like it's advertising like some kind of fragrance scent or some BS like that, right? You know, stuff that we don't listen to because it's on TV and we watch and we stream everything.
Okay, so someone is watching YouTube and they're stuck with really annoying ads.
Okay. What do you all do? Do you guys go check it out then? Or do you just go investigate?
Before that, I look for a nice, decent sized stick.
Okay. So you look at your surroundings, right? And we'll see if I can find a desk real quick. You find a pretty decent sized limb, okay? Not a stick, a limb, because it's practice to start off over there. And I assume you pick it up on the short end of it, where it's easier to grab. What about you two?
I am looking for a vine.
Okay, you find one, and you think it looks you think it looks durable. What do you do with it?
I attack a tree to see if it has a good ripping type motion.
Okay, well first let's see if you pull it off, and you do, and let's see hit. Damn. Okay, so when you crack it against the tree, right? It's like that TikTok video where you see the guy whip the fucking bull chain. It makes the same sound. It makes the same goddamn sound.
Well, if it doesn't do any damage, at least it'll sound intimidating.
Well, the tree's pretty fucking thick, it's on, so it ain't gonna do much damage to it. What do you do, Hellkite?
I get a couple of rocks.
Okay,
We have now officially went to caveman.
okay. So you do find rocks, okay, but you find them ranging from size, basically like everyday like gravel rocks, right? And a couple of big ones
Okay.
that can probably fracture someone's skull if you threw it hard enough in the right area.
I grab the I grab the ones that I can, like if I go to swing and hit them with the rock in my hand,
It's gonna crack something.
like it's gonna crack something.
Okay.
Even if it's a coconut.
Put the lime in the coconut. Okay. Okay, you guys start heading towards the building, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
our makeshift weapons in tow.
Okay. Well, hell, it's better than anything, right? So you get there, and the sounds you're hearing get more and more clear, and a bunch of, and you all start hearing stuff like what you're talking about, like the advertisements on the loudspeakers. You see, there's more buildings and everything, but it still feels like it's like 6 o'clock in the morning and everything. I don't know why you don't know why everything's so fucking loud at 6 o'clock in the morning. Everything, and you're just walking up to it. Okay, you hear like one or two cars driving by. You hear what sounds like a bunch of females yelling at each other, and
Wait a minute.
yeah,
What do the commercials sound like?
they're just promoting clothing and fragrances.
Like women's beauty products, women's hygiene.
Maybe.
That's the answer. I've received this whole fucking thing.
Okay.
I'm really noticing that they're saying a lot of female products.
Yes. I will hold my-
Yeah. So the only one who probably doesn't think it's Noah's Hellkite. He is the only one that got it for 6. Everyone else got 3 and 4. Okay. So as you guys are walking up there, you guys get to like the apartment complex. We see this wall of bushes going down to like Hoodwink, right? You remember the movie Hoodwink? We had that big wall of bushes. You guys come across that, and they're taller. They're like super freaking tall for bushes. Okay. And so, what do you guys try to do?
Ask them. I'll follow suit. I'm actually in the bathroom.
Okay, so he's gonna.
I am heading to the bushes because that seems like the only sensible option to do with this.
Okay, what about you, Hellkite?
Going into the bushes to hide.
Okay, so you guys can go into the bush, and okay, so let's see what. Okay, so as soon as all of you start like trying to ease your way into the bush, right? You see like this little I guess robot drone looking thing, right? Like you know the robot. You ever seen Flubber? That little yellow robot that floats around.
Yes.
Yep.
Something like that. Start flying up to you and go, "Attention, citizens! You're not disturbing the bushes. Not allowed. Please show identification cards."
I will show these identification cards if you tell me what the fuck these things look like.
Like it's like it looks at you and it goes, "Input. Do you have identification card available?"
We are travelers. Which identification cards do you need in this area?
It went, "Give me a second." It's like, Alternative B. We're going to give you facial recognition scans. So it calls in. It scans for 3. It says it's all 3 of you. Okay. So it calls in for 2 more of these little robot things to fly up, right? And it's like, so it does this little thing. So it calls for 2 more, and it gives all 3 of you a facial recognition scan, right? And you see the thing pop up on that little screen. It says error. Okay? So the little robots go, okay, committing skeleton X-ray scan. So it flies back a little. It takes a big picture of everybody, like skeletal structure. Okay. Yeah, they're like, so
I do the haka dance.
okay. Well, even when you do your little dance, they're actually still able to get a good scan on you.
Damn.
Yeah. But the robot, well, that little robot enjoyed what it saw. Oh, you may got a fan from it. What? Who knows, right? But anyway, it takes this little scan and looks at all of you. Robots look at each other. Dan, you hear the next best thing you guys will ever hear in your entire life. You ready?
Go for it.
Mutations detected. Implementing protocol. And you all get tranquilized.
Okay.
So, any drunken speech you want to say before you fall over?
I throw my rock at it.
I'm licking it.
Okay. Okay.
Specifically at the optic.
Okay, so you swing your vine at it. And you hit it. So it hits the ground, but gets back up before you go under.
And how about the rock that he threw?
I'm getting on. Give me a second. Okay, so the rock hits it, and he breaks the eyeball to it. The little scanner to it.
Well, at least we both had the same idea.
Yeah, everyone say he takes a swing at it and misses. So you all are tranquilized and you fall unconscious. Welcome to the new world, right? So you guys are out probably for a good chunk of time. Can't tell because tranquilizers. You all wake up. You're all somehow kneeling, chained up like a medieval freaking criminal.
Okay, what do the chains look like?
Like thick chains. Like you could put a bull in this thing and it probably wouldn't break it. You could probably put an elephant in it, probably wouldn't break it.
Is there anything solid like metal around it?
Yeah, but it's all also padded too.
Alright, how's it around my wrists?
And it also you can't squeeze it out because it has like stuff to prevent that. So they thought of it.
Really? They thought of dislocating a right arm for all the bones to be able to move properly.
Well, they put it like that. Well, they didn't program it like practically if you were like to slip out. It's like that rubber where it practically goes up and down. So if you were to jingle, you gotta make sure like this part can not go down. What makes it really hard. I forget what they call it. But anyway, as you're trying to do that, right? Okay, we'll play this. Are you going to attempt it? You're going to try to attempt.
Oh! You want to go with that thing?
Yeah.
I'm going up to your hand.
Okay, well.
Make my hand bleed.
Well, you gotta remember, he's also in the same thing. All three of them. All three go.
I know.
Oh God.
Wait, how are these chains in my arms?
So practically, you're on the ground kneeling. You have like the chain around your neck and like this around your wrist. Okay.
This is what I'm doing. Wait, can we like get close to each other?
No. They make.
So we're separate.
Yeah, because they. So, why you guys? So, are you? Anybody's gonna take the gall to look around real quick, see what your current surrounding is. Anybody?
Well, I'm already trying to break out, so that's my whole thing. I need to make myself bleed and dislocate.
Okay.
So
You.
This is not my first rodeo of being in these type of things. I know how to get out.
Okay. What about you, Hellkite? Do you take a look around, see what your surrounding is?
Sure, I'll observe.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he looks around. He's like, Clay, you probably shouldn't do that. And he points to what's behind him.
Okay.
This 8 foot tall, buff ass woman.
Mama?
Wait a second on that one. And besides her, and she has like this big ass executioner's axe.
Sheila?
Dummy mommy.
As you notice that, well, actually, let's see. Okay. As you notice that, Zenro takes a look behind her and sees 3 women on this podium who act like judges.
Dummy mommy and the daughters. Yes.
They all look at Hellkite extremely confused.
If no one has played Resident Evil Village, you're not gonna get it.
I know. They Okay, you. Okay, so you. You look at the one on the on top thing, right, off to the right, is like I think that one's insulting us. Points at you and said, I think that one's insulting us. Um, okay.
Why would you betray me? We've been through so much.
They're starting to feel like you probably are high or something. So the yeah. So
Dislocated thumb.
yeah, but they explain to you like, okay, so you three women, why are you here? Yeah, they all called you women.
I
All three of you are women in your eyes. What do you guys reply to that?
I slim butter. I'm in fucking Joe's paradise. Fuck.
okay.
They're
First
like,
off, what makes you think we're women?
wait a sec. They're like, is that the name of your commander?
No.
Yes.
They take his word for it. They're like, so identify yourselves now.
I'm Billy Joe.
So
I am Curly. That's Larry, and that's Mel.
okay, so you are pissing off the one with the executioner's axe.
No, don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Well, you gotta remember, yours automatically activates.
I don't give a fuck.
I know.
Say that.
And she's slightly getting annoyed with your talking.
I'm starting to get annoyed with this situation. I don't know which one of us is more annoyed here.
I do not regret that.
Okay, Irene,
Yeah, you.
where are we?
Okay, so she tells you that you guys are in a civilization, one of the 4 great cities of this world, and it's known as Paradise North. Okay.
I am going to slowly look around this room, and I want you to describe in excruciating detail of the great nation we are a part of.
Okay, so
While in chains.
what you see is, have you ever seen like those science fiction courtroom shows?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah, thank you. You're practicing that. Only difference is there's only like 4 people in a room besides you all, and one of them has an axe. And
Damn it, we're on Judge Judy.
well, actually, it's gonna be a little worse than that. Okay.
Damn it.
Just
Yeah.
a little.
Shut up.
We're on the Jerry Springer version.
Probably at this point. Okay. So, like I said, head honcho of the room is looking at y'all and like, now are you going to tell us who you ladies are?
Curly, Larry, and all they got was we had mutations, so
Yeah, that's
they
what.
have no way to verify what we're saying is true or false.
Okay, so they're like, identify yourselves last time, and for safety reasons, you see this invisible bubble go around your head, Clay. You can still breathe, but they can't hear you for shit. So,
Oh.
so
I go look at I go like, so another curious question.
we'll answer our question first, asshole. Who the fuck are you, ladies?
Let's go to my question. Fuck it. Hey.
I have no way to prove that.
Yeah, no. They would probably be considered life. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do say that kind of loud, like being straightforward. Do you know where men are?
They're like, that's impossible. Men have been in our dimension for over 80,000 years. So who are you?
Men
ladies?
have it.
Well, I just stated men.
And like, I don't believe you. So actually,
Quick,
no,
down
no.
your trousers.
Because I forgot to because I didn't specify, you're actually Mel.
Oh, okay. So you're Mo, Jordan, apparently. Oh shit, Jordan, I feel sorry for you. So after hearing this revelation that there's men among them, they grab a random one of y'all, and it happens to be Hellkite. So you see this?
Yes, mommy.
You see this? Like I said, 8 tall, muscular ass woman who looks like a fucking ogre without the horn. walk up to Hellkite, grab him by his collar of like the thing.
Tighter.
Just
No,
remember, you're gonna need Red Bull to climb that one,
oh
alright?
no. Let me get done. Let me get done. Let me get done. Okay. So you really see him grab Hellkite by his thing, right, by the collar, right. Press the button. Rest of the chain besides the one around his wrist come off. You see this 8 tall Godzilla of a woman pick him up like he's a rag doll and take him to a curtain. Now, to what you see this
Death by
girl,
Snoosh Snoo.
what did
Right
he
there.
say? What did he say?
Oh, he's enjoying
Death
it.
by
I don't know what
Snoosh
you're
Snoo.
talking about.
Yeah. What did he say, Hellkite?
Death by Snoosh Snoo.
Probably. But so she takes you, this carrying you, and you're not choking or anything, you're just being carried, making these really dumb jokes towards her. Um, and so she takes behind this curtain. You see a silhouette. This is what you see this girl does, okay? You see her grab Hellkite by the pants and everything, and just rips them all off. And the thing is, like, she doesn't just rip off the pants. Like, she takes the underwear with him.
Well,
So,
damn, at least let me buy you dinner first.
well, here's where it gets worse. I want to see how bad this is real quick.
He's fucking hung, my god.
Oh my god, mass affectionist. Okay, so this girl, this big 8 foot tall of a muscular Godzilla woman, right? Puts Jordan down. I mean, Hellkite down. Sorry, puts him down. Puts another chain to him. Walks out, red face as shit. Looks at the 3 judge women. Points at the curtain, and with the most 12-year-old fucking scream you ever goes like the and like they are dudes. Then
Yeah, see the dragon.
she falls over.
Damn.
Well, since
Man, that's the worst night ever. Bow chicka bow wow.
Needs a butt cavity search, right? So after he came to this revelation that men still exist somehow, they look at you and like, where are you guys from?
Fuck.
And they're gonna look at you like, we're gonna let you talk first before we get him to right.
I guess right now, since you brought the keyword dimension,
Yeah.
another dimension, cause.
Yeah, well, okay, guys, I was messed up, but yeah, like,
Oh, fuck, I'm on with it.
what? Okay, like, what? Where are you guys? Where are you from? What is it called?
Did you believe the dimension thing, or do I hear this?
This actual thing. Call it real quick. Like,
Oh, fine. We are from the United States of America.
they look at you extremely confused. What the hell you just said?
It's a continent we're from.
They're even more confused what you
I
said.
already said no dimension for fuck's sakes.
I know. Yeah, but I fucked up. I was fucked up. But anyway, they're like, okay. So one says, call 2 people into the room. One, our I guess our index, who's like someone's supposed to be like a I don't know, he's supposed to be like they're like law keeper or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And a medic for the executioner chick. And so now they're all confused and like, and so he has to wait behind the curtain, but he can still talk to everybody on what's going on. And
how many whispers from my hand have I dislocated?
not
the whole time.
okay. Let's see.
The thumb, the finger, and the middle finger all easy for me.
Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. So based on the time it takes for all this going on and you being a complete a-hole, plus the thing around your head, you have a good nibble on your middle finger, and that's about it. But anyway, so they call in, and these 2 people brought in what looks like a SWAT team full of 8 foot tall, muscular women, and they apparently have mini guns as pistols.
So what's with Amazon Team Strike Force Omega? No, that's not an insult. I'm very curious.
They're looking at you like, Okay, they're like, how do you know about our ancestors?
Which ancestors?
We only have one ancestor. That's the Amazons.
Oh God, fucking God. He starts speaking random languages as I just hit my head against my fist. Where we're from, their myth.
Okay, so you guys, so to give you, so we're going to skip a few things,
Go
right?
ahead,
So
I'm doing
you guys explain each other, okay? So he gets something to cover himself again. So we'll get that in mind, right? But apparently, what happened is they explained to you all that, like they said, men been dead in this world for like 80,000 years, or something, right? At the time, around the time they disappeared, there was a scientific breakthrough that made it where they can artificially make children for this. But apparently they're like, yeah, we'll do Space Marine stuff. We're gonna make them bigger, stronger, and all this BS. But apparently it didn't plan on how big. It didn't plan the real size of how big was mandatory. So now we all got 8 foot tall women running around, being women, and everything. And apparently that's what the current state of the world is. Apparently there's not been no man here. Technology's like 10,000 years our time in this world, right? Okay, they're so unlike us. You're like, okay, like we gotta stop pollution. They endorse it on the grounds that they have engines that run off it. Tells you all the great stuff, and they tell you stuff that I know all of you like. Like they still have Gundams around here. They still have Gundam models around here. Um, People worship crazy anime girls as gods around here, and they tell you all this crazy stuff that you guys go like, is this heaven? In your head,
I have one curious question.
yes.
You guys made it possible for you to break the genome and make artificial insemination from two same genders. Why the fucking are turning free men?
And like technically, it doesn't work like that.
You're pretty much making splice clones.
Technically, not true.
Maybe
How they explain it is they practically just do this, okay? They take genetic material, right? But instead of like 2 people, they take it from like 6. Yeah, take it from like 6. But the thing is, they take these 6 DNAs, right? And put them into like a little random device and add like chemicals to it. And then they put it into a big tube and see what grows. Now, if it grows to look balanced and stable, is kept and put into the world as a new Amazon thing to them. Okay, if it's a mutation, it's automatically sent to execution.
Claim we're in clan territory. Fuck you, mother.
I'm still drowning in fucking water.
What do you mean?
That thing that you put over his head. He thinks
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have water in it.
It says air.
It just knocks out his. It just knocks him talking.
It's that weird water thing that I can't talk, but I can still breathe.
No, it's not water. It's just a bubble around your head.
You have silence over your head.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
Best way I can think about it is a weird water that you can breathe under.
It's just practically it's basically a fish bowl that you can't escape with sound. So that's that. Okay.
Hence why I'm making the water noises. It makes more sense.
Yeah, well, it makes more like muffling noises too, but yeah, it makes more sense. Yeah. But anyway, you guys are so they bring Hellkite back out with new pants, and I can go rid of that part. I did that. I'm so sorry with myself. But anyway, they bring him out with new pants, right? And they put him back in there, but they don't put him. They don't lock him up like they did in there. They put him like they just told him to stand there while he has like 6 minigun pistols aimed at him.
So Hellcat, how are you standing there, being completely surrounded by a firing squad? This is key. This is a very important statement that I need to hear.
honestly, the mood has been killed because clearly they couldn't handle it.
Okay, they hear that, and they take it as one of those whack ass threats of, do we really want to fight them? Do we really want to go to battle against this entity and everything? So you see the 3 judge women after they get done telling you everything. You guys trade information and everything. They go into a huddle, put the same bubble around his head around them, so y'all can't hear them. Everything. So they come back, put down the bubble, like, okay, we're going to start with this. We're going to take away the bubble from his head, so they can now hear him. Okay? And they all say, we're going to put you all under like I guess
House arrest.
no,
Don't say
imperial custody.
Oh goddamn.
Yeah. Practically what it means is one of you will be assigned to one of the judges, and you have to stay by them until they figure out if A, you're a threat, or B, you're not a threat. If A, you're a threat, it's going to be a bad day for somebody. If you are a threat, oh my god, you guys are going to have a good time explaining this to the therapist in this world.
Back in my head, I'm saying, not clay, not clay, not clay, not blood, fire,
Okay.
flood, for fuck's sakes.
Okay, so I guess the third one on there, right? Who's practically like third in command, gets to make the first pick on which one she keeps in company, right? And sadly enough, it's Clay.
Alright.
We're
Alright.
fucked.
Yeah. So
This will be a very short session.
Let's
Yeah.
learn this power.
yeah. Well, that's right. You still don't know how your power works.
I have dislocated 3 fingers, and I've been looking at the chain.
Well, like
pretty
you said,
much
man,
snapping off one of my fingers.
Oh, that's right. You've been trying to do. Well, remember, it was 50.
Yes, I will snap off one of my own fingers so I can start bleeding, so I can slide it out of the fucking thing. That is the ultimate outcome of my
Well,
plan.
you remember you couldn't do it, but they just released you now, so it doesn't matter. Oh, you got that little nibble. But since you have that little nibble on your finger that is drawing blood, she's starting to feel the effects of your ability. But she doesn't have enough where like triggers her like a proper way. So she's like, huh, that feels weird. Is that kind of boss? What? Anyway, so number 2 gets to pick. Congratulations, Johan.
Oh, great.
And the third one, it makes sense, right? So you're with third command, second command. Hellkite's with number 1 in command. Okay.
Okay.
So they said you guys got to be with them for like 24 hours. Not in the same bedroom, but within like a certain range to make sure that you guys ain't going to cause you problems. Okay?
Alright, well, I don't know what's all that effort to dislocate my fingers. You should relocate my fingers again.
Well, they're like, don't worry about that right now. They're like, we're going to be. Okay, I know you're being an asshole. Fuck you.
Don't worry about your dislocated fingers. It's
Well, no,
fine.
well, remember, you got medical experts and everything, right? So they take you all away and you all start doing different things, right? Unfortunately, so let's see what happens today. So let's see what you're doing today. Okay. Let's see what Hellkite's doing today. Okay. Let's see what you're doing today. Why are you the only like business related one? What the hell? So what they're going to do is this. So Clay and Hellkite are going to go with their 2 leaders out shopping or patrol the city or whatever, right? And you have to sit behind with her, have conversations while she's trying to run her fucking area, okay? Like mayor her damn shit, okay? So they go off. Let's see who could be the first one to make the story go wrong.
Challenge accepted.
Jonathan, I mean not Jonathan, but Zen rolls first.
Oh, Lord.
So she takes you, and you see, and this is practically what your current situation is, right? You, her, and 2 police forces with minigun pistols. I cannot stop bringing that up because I'm trying to just imagine it in my own nightmare. But anyway, so you all go to like this big, really big office, okay? You see one desk fit for her, a chair that if you sit in it, right, you look like a damn toddler. Okay? That's how big the damn chair is. Okay? And the walls are practically filled with books. Those random books, and you see these robots going around archiving, data scanning, just all this crazy techno bullshit, right? So you both sit down, and she's asking, so how things work in your world? Like, how many men are in your world? Stuff like that. You know, the important questions that they don't know how to fucking ask.
Yeah, no, every fucking story says same as women.
Like, that's really odd and everything. How's this country you speak of? How does it run? Is it run by women?
Can I check this out, Ali? Police, people in charge, don't know how to run it.
Like that's so weird. We barely even have battles that last more than 2 days. Um,
Bullshit.
I know. Well, they're talking like on the status of global war. So everything.
This is a fantasy world,
I
kid.
know.
I know, Clay. I know. We all know how my asshole is works. But anyway, but they're like, she's like, so I'm trying to get all like, as the, like, so what do you all do for fun in y'all's world? Because she's extremely fascinated.
Depends on the person.
What do you mean by person?
The individual people, the person, the individual. Like me, I cook, bake, I make costumes, I build model kits.
Okay, so she hears you say cook, right? And like, that's weird. We never knew men could cook. Yes, that was a sexist comment. Piss off.
Okay.
No. But anyway, like we didn't know men could cook. Is that a real thing?
Yes, it is
Awkward.
real.
Awkward. Um.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just getting rid of that. So, like, how many cultures, like how many known countries or cultures were in your world?
Let's go cultures. I think there's over 25.
She's just deeply fascinating. Apparently, you can tell that she's a big book nut and likes to keep like her territory running at a certain pace and ideology, stuff like that, right? You know, like where you give her proper leadership. Like I know what the fuck that looks like. Fuck. Anyway, but she's just extremely fascinated by it, and just keeps asking these questions about it. And she's like, "So, what's your favorite thing to do in your world?"
I said it. Cook,
Besides, okay,
bake,
like,
build model kits,
so she
paint,
looks at you like, "What's a model kit?"
model, plastic item that's yay big. You build it like a T-800 endoskeleton Terminator from a hit franchise when it comes to Terminator.
What's this movie about?
Robot gets sent back in the past to kill the future leader of mankind that goes against the robot revolt. Makes a lot of weird mistakes. Good action flick.
She looks at you and replies with the dumbest thing you're going to hear.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like one of the theories from this world or what happened to the men. Okay.
Unless they know how to do dimensional travel.
I'm like, we can go to the other side of our solar system.
We can't do that yet.
Huh? Awkward.
You're like,
Yeah, but you have a movie that has time travel.
because people understand theories, hypotheses, everything else. Heck, like, technically there's a movie where a hero has a fully professional energy source called arc reactor, which takes and literally explains the science of the arc reactor down to the T to her.
She's like arc reactor. I'm like, oh, you mean our generators? Crazy stuff, right? So Backer, you guys give each other enough information what's going on in this world, right? You understand how it works. She's heavily fascinated here. To her, this is like one of the fuck. Give me a second. I just thought about this. Okay, because you notice on the side of her desk, there's one of those weird ass novels written by like, I guess a love like those romantic novels or whatever you call them. You see one of those by her desk, so you know she's extremely fascinated because of what most likely what's in that novel. That's what you notice.
I'm gonna make a joke. Are you basing your questions off a love novel?
She looks at you and go like, with a slight redness in her face and asks, "Why would you ask that?"
It's right on your side of your desk. I think it's called The Unknown Creature with the Tail Between Its Legs. Like,
The bad thing is not the same language, but let me see what.
I'm making a joke.
Barely know if that's the name. Barely know if that's the name.
Fasha!
Yeah. So she's like super embarrassed now, I guess. No, 12th degree embarrassed. So she starts acting like the anime girls, you know, when they get embarrassed. Starts preaching nonsense in a weird ass voice. Like you just told them their bank account details or something.
I look at her like, just act normal. I'm not that easily embarrassed.
Well, then she starts acting like the fucking principal from the goddamn prison school anime. But we're going to stop with you, so we're going to the next one real quick. Clay, look like you're going last, dude. Hellkite, you're up.
Oh, thank God! Live a little longer.
That is probably for the best. Let's be fair.
Yeah. So Hellkite, it's your turn.
Okay.
We're gonna call it a date because we're too stupid to call it something else. And you're walking around this big ass Protesting city was like was all these 8 foot tall women, muscular as shit, and all sorts of outfits. Okay, hell, it looks like cosplay's legal here or standard attire. How bad we're making this story is, right? And whoever's been watching this, I feel sorry for them because they're probably going to increase the therapy bills. But
in my head right now, Dobby Bobby Bobby.
but anyway, so she's walking with you, and she's like, same thing. It's you, her, and two of these I guess guards, but they don't have the minigun pistols. No, no, no. They have something that looks like a shotgun rocket launcher, based on how big the damn barrel is. I'm about to get shot by somebody. Fuck it, right? But anyway, so so she's like, hurry up, slowpoke, and everything, yelling at you, Hellkite. What do you do?
Well, look, if you're just gonna kill me, then get it over with already.
Like, technically, you have not broke the law yet, so we can't really execute you in cold blood like we usually do. Reassuring words, right?
Anyone forgot about us going to bushes and apparently that was breaking the law.
Well, no. So the robot was investigating what the hell's going on. But anyway, so you two are walking, and you guys go into something that looks like a coffee shop. Okay. And
Okay.
when we see something real quick, you take a look around this coffee shop. You see everyone like whispering to each other, and this is what you hear one of them say. You ready? When did one of the High Lords get a daughter? You hear everyone whispering this.
Okay.
You hear all this and everything. And so,
Well,
what else?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so they go like, you hear all these women snickering, going like, when did she get a daughter? Blah 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 crap like that, right? And now, what are you going to do about it? Like, you gonna say anything, or you just gonna stand there?
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna say, I was just accused of being a woman not too long ago. Though I don't get how, but you can ask the Miss Executioner woman.
We're gonna call her Bailey.
That
Okay,
we,
just make it easier. Just call her Bailey.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can ask Bailey. You can ask Bailey. I am not a woman.
Well, they're gonna look at like what happened to Miss. They look at everyone like all look like what happened to Miss Bailey. What's it? They asked. She said, and okay, yeah, we'll rephrase real quick. They're like, so they look at the leader and they're like, what happened to Miss Bailey? And she said, this guy knocked her out. And they take it as, yeah, he physically punched her to annihilation. They're like, this guy defeated Miss Bailey, the strongest woman in our kingdom. Everything, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, okay, she had all like, no, like, not physically knock her out, like, explain the whole situation to everyone in this cafe that this is a dude, he came with 2 other dudes. And apparently, Miss Bailey, no woman has seen a certain thing a man has for like the extremely long time period. And and that she was so embarrassed from seeing something that she made a high pitched scream and just fell over after the blood left her head. Everything. But you hear him start whispering like, so they're all like, so he knocked him out with something, with a mystical weapon. What? Everything, right? So
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Try explaining to
Well, you gotta remember, it's like this. So they don't. I don't think we even have documentation on that properly. Anyway, but let's talk about it. But back to the rule. Like really, the ruler turns to the person at the coffee shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I like a cup of coffee. I would like a large for me and a small for this pipsqueak. Cause we're talking about Hellkite. Okay, calling him a pipsqueak. Okay. Do you even like coffee, Hellkite?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm about to give you a heart attack on how big this is. Um, so so they go right. They go. Give us 1 second. So you go to this table, and you both sit down. And like I said, it's like the same thing with with Zen Rose. Okay, you sit down, and this chair makes you look like a damn toddler. Okay, like you just came out the womb small compared to them. Okay,
Ugh.
yeah, and everything. And they're asking, so she starts talking to you, asking you like, so how things go, blah blah blah. Same stuff. You're probably going to answer the same way as general, but she asks you a question like, so what do you all do for fun in your world? Um,
Many different things.
okay, okay. And then she's like, do you guys have any do you guys do conferences in your world?
Conversations, yes, we
No,
talk in our world.
no conferences like what's the, how do you describe conference? Not that.
Congress.
No, not conference. Conference. Something. So apparently, she describes something that sounds like a con. Okay.
Uh, okay, so you're talking about a convention.
She looks at you. She looks at you. What's a convention?
A convention is a place where someone goes and hangs out with other people that are interested in the same stuff they're into.
And she's like, "That's a conference."
In my world, it's called a convention.
Okay. So she asking you. So you guys are there for like 5 minutes, right? And they bring you the coffees. And boy, you're gonna have a field day with this one. You ready?
Okay.
So she brings out the large, and it's a fucking keg. Okay,
Yay.
a keg for her. That's a large. Okay, and like here's your small. Guess what she gives you?
A bucket.
Yeah. So there's your small fucking coffee. Have a nice day. Anyway, so they go thank you, and the woman walks away. What are you gonna say about the coffee now?
I'm gonna fucking die.
She looks like you.
N-
She looks at you and says, "There's no way hell you can die from drinking coffee. I drink this thing 6 times a day."
So you just live off of caffeine.
No, I get tired real easily.
Yeah, it's called caffeine addiction.
Like, what's addiction?
It means that you have a unhealthy obsession towards something.
Yeah, it sounds like our anime problems, doesn't it, guys? But anyway, but anyway, she's like, "Oh, that's interesting. I have never heard that phrase before." I'm making it really awkward for everybody. But anyway, so they go back. So you guys go back to talking, crazy stuff and everything. And she's like, "So why are you in our? What made you visit our city? Or yeah, city?"
I go to explain to her that we were actually brought here by this being tries to describe the guy that brought us here, and this is literally the first place he dropped us off at.
And she's like, so she looked at you and went, "That's really interesting. So what do you plan on doing while you're here?"
Well, obviously there's something going on here that needs to be fixed. So I guess in order to get back home, I need to figure out what that problem is, attempt to fix it, and I guess, well, I guess for starters, I guess hopefully do something to make a little bit of make some money and get geared up.
She's like, huh, interesting. So we're going to skip. We're going to pause for you right now, and we're going to skip to the Mad Hatter over here, Clay.
Okay.
So you are walking down the street with this big ass tall ass woman, and same thing as Hellkite, two guards with rocket launcher assault rifles. Um,
Yes, now they got their priorities straight.
yeah, and you guys are walking down the street. What are you doing?
Walking down the street, following after this thing,
Okay.
contemplating how I'm going to get out.
She's well. So let's see what she does. So she reads your body language and you know you're gonna like. I want to try running. Okay. Most likely you're going to die based on those guns. And she tells you what caliber bullet the damn thing shoots, and you're probably going to like. So she's practically saying like it shoots this bullet, right? She said bullet, but it acts like a fucking railgun.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what she tells you that the rocket assault rifle looks like. It's an automatic railgun. Okay.
Thank you, third in command, for letting me know what your arsenal is of.
Yeah, she looks like you're puny. You probably couldn't even do it right. You could probably even like all these boys.
Okay, thank you for letting me know your overconfidence.
Okay, well anyway, I just probably fucked my ass up. Anyway, so you wanna and she
Accepted.
I know. But anyway,
What not to tell to an old soldier? 101.
well, she doesn't take you seriously because they're that at this point. Anyway, so you're walking around, and for all of a sudden, you walk in front of the store, and automatically the sirens go off in front of the store. What do you do?
Clearly not going to the store.
Okay, well,
I mean, walks up two stores, door has an alarm going off, I'm assuming.
okay, well, here's the thing. So you step in front of what you presume to be a window. Joke's on you, it's not. It's actually the fucking door. And you see another like thing, like big ass hall come running out. But instead of just like going around you, she tramples you. And guess what that means?
Okay.
So let's see what we got here. Okay. How tall are you again?
Almost 6 foot.
Okay, so Clay figured out what the superpower is. So she comes stepping out. She knocks you over, and while you were flying back and landed, she got her toes landed on her toes landed on the tip of your crotch, and pressed down really hard.
Okay.
So you are there going like in like your pleasuring tone.
Alright, how much poundage is she putting down onto it?
Well, see, here's the thing, right? So we're gonna go by the average weight, the way I put it in my book at home, right? Okay. So the average weight is only like 400 pounds. So if we add a lot of stuff, she's putting over 800 pounds of force on your balls.
Sounds like a good Friday night. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
I know. So 800 pounds does all this, and your billy goes off. And how bad is it? D20 time. Okay, so distance. Okay, cool. So every woman within a mile of you is now on the ground shivering. Anime logic over the amount of pain you just took. And you know what the bad part is?
What?
You're there taking it almost like a champ. Like, walk it off. Walk it off.
Alright, so, alright, third in command. I know for a fact I should be fearful of you at this point.
She looked at you like with all embarrassment, like the anime bullshit. Woman like, what did you do? And like she sounded like awkward between pissed off and excited. Oh.
I got trampled. All your people collapsed. I don't know. Like, I should definitely be fearful of you.
She's like, are you mocking me?
No, mocking involves I actually respect you.
So she takes a swing at you. Okay, she hits. Shit. So she just made the situation worse for everybody. She punches Clay really hard with a little bit of strength she had, but enough to hit Clay in the chest, right in the sternals. The problem is she did it with so much strength he went flying into a car.
Alright. This is 2012 all over again.
Yeah, but the thing is that apparently, even though you walk off, right? You see this thing, you see this image that pops out. Only you can see this image, right? And it says to you, it says would have been fractures, and it points to like six parts of your skeletal structure, right? Of what should be broken, but due to your ability, they're not at the moment. Anyway, and they all start. And let's see. Okay, cool. So the ability got worse. The distance got worse. They went up 4 feet. 4 miles. Now every girl is in the town at one time hearing this massive orgasm sound.
Yes, I should definitely be fearful of you, third in command. It sounds like more of you people have just collapsed from someone running from a store.
Oh no, she's also affected too, by the way.
I'm still mocking it.
I know. Well, let's see. Wait a second, because Hellkite's out in the city too. Okay. So the girl Hellkite's with is going like, I'm starting to feel weird. So she's like right there at the edge of this mass pandemonium going on with Clay. Everything. And so at the end of this and everything, I'm sorry, I can't even keep it in my head no more. Fuck it. Anyways, I just realized how bad this went from bad to worse and everything. So
old soldier mentality of gaining intelligence. Yeah, sure. This is great. Yeah. Definitely be fearful of all you laying on the ground.
Okay, and everything. So you see this girl who does falcon punching into a car and backfired on her. You see her click like something on her wrist, right? And then you hear the girl that Johan's with, or not, but Zenral's with. You hear this on the call now, like Miss Leader. I feel weird and everything, and I'm being mocked by that puny male from earlier. Can you hear? And she sounds like all like weird ass anime voice about it, about being pledged and everything. And she's like, so she's like, is there any precaution? Like, let's try to stay back, but we need to get someone to come get them and everything, right?
I'm smoking a cigarette. I don't plan on leaving. I am just watching your military and culture show me just who is superior here.
Now, the bad part about it is, you hear this. Also, Jordan's girl's Hellkite's girl's on the line. She's hearing this. That means Hellkite's hearing this. All the girls in that coffee shop's hearing this. And they're all getting ready to throw into a past pandemonium moment for it. What do you two do? You first, Hellkite.
I'm like, what the hell are they doing?
I don't know. We're gonna check it out. But apparently the girl's like, oh crap, she didn't activate her tracker. We don't know where she's at.
We're at a store. That's about the best I can get you.
Well, the communications turned off. What about you?
Oh well, I tried.
Okay. So what do you do about it, Hellkite?
I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure we can find them if we hear the stuff breaking.
Okay, so now here's the thing. Okay, you just activated your ability. You see this thing that just peers off to the side of your vision, right? And this little dot, and it's currently red, but it's beeping, like it's blinking, right? Okay.
Okay.
That means because you're looking for them, that means you're most likely looking for Clay. So Clay's gonna probably be affected by this, and it's probably gonna get worse.
I was like, wait,
But
So I actually see a red dot then.
you see a little red dot just on the bottom of your vision. No matter where you look, it's right there on the bottom of your vision. And you're the only one
And
who can see
like,
it.
and I'm sitting there like swatting at it. Like, wait, what? What's with the red dot?
She's like, what red dot?
Okay, someone like shining a laser pointer at my
She looks and she's like, what's the
that.
laser pointer? I'm like, she's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but we're gonna go check. We're gonna go check on the We're gonna check on them, okay? So you gotta put the dot in the back of your mind, okay?
I can't put it in the back of my mind. It's right in front of my face.
Well, we'll take you to the hospital later. Figure that out, okay? Denro, what are you doing? What are you getting ready to do? Because she's getting ready to go out and go check on her friend.
I look at her like, you want me to follow you?
Like, yeah, because if you don't, we're gonna kill you.
Oh, that's very nice. And we're having such a peaceful talk earlier.
I know, but anyways, so you all start going. So since Hellkite's closer, he's going. They're running around trying to figure out what's going on. And what Hellkite notices, the closer he's getting to somebody, the damn dot went from red to yellow.
By the way, does she moan or not moan?
Who? Your girl?
Yeah.
No, she's out range.
Okay.
Move like this. If you were to put it in a city level, right? So he's in the middle of like the city districts. Okay. Hellkite and her are like just on the outside of the effect of that thing. And you are at the capital, which is way on the other side of the fucking town. Okay? Yeah, and everything. Oh, also I forgot to add practically the ability doesn't work on anyone who comes in after. I forgot to tell you the part. Anyway, so everybody starts coming in, okay? So Hellkite and his representative get there first. She still feels a little uneasy, but going like, what happened here? Also, as this is going on, because
Still laying on the car smoking.
I know. Here's this is the problem is you start seeing like you start having this overwhelming sense of fear going on while you're being your little asshole self, and so while you're doing that, because of Hellkite tripping like a few miles back, she had one of the guards had to pick up him and bring him to the scene, right? So he's right there. So as Hellkite gets closer, he's going green, 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 and his pack is just blinking like it's a heart attack victim thing going off, going green, 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 right on top of it. That means it's so bad that he's now in a full panic for no apparent reason, screaming something about demons and demonic monkey looking men for no good reason. He's running around the place and everything, and the cop lady brings up Hellkite, puts Hellkite down. Hellkite turns around, sees Clay. Clay's like, "Oh, it's over. Where I'm at." Clay just get hit by some motherfucker on a bicycle. Makes the situation worse for everyone. Now, Hellkite's girl is now on the ground, on her knees, feeling weird, while every other girl just had another round of climaxing. Everything. So, Hellkite and Clay are in the same area now. What do you guys do?
And
Yeah,
I'm just like, what the hell is your problem?
Feel free to let me know what the hell is going on. I was told to be fearful of this nation because they're all powerful, and as you've seen, they've all collapsed. So don't recommend their chances.
Okay, what's your response to it, Hellkite?
And it's like she was acting perfectly fine-ish while until just recently. So I'm thinking you probably are causing this somehow. What cologne are you wearing this time?
What cologne are you wearing this time? Best question of the year.
I am getting attacked, and everyone's collapsing afterwards.
Okay.
But after I've been military might was far superior and I wouldn't be able to do anything. I'm starting to think they don't understand what military might is.
Okay. As you two are talking, you guys realize that the two representatives are right next to each other, and so Hellkite talks to Clays and go like, "What happened? What put you on the ground? Who attacked you?" No. So you hear her say, "No one attacked me. For some reason he got trampled, and we all started collapsing, and it got worse because of stupidity." Brad explain all this. She's like, and the thing I'm like, "That's awkward." And they're trying to figure out what's going on, right? Then like 20 minutes later, Zenro and his representative show up. They're like, "What's going on? Why is every girl on the ground? Why is there a lot of pee everywhere?" Um,
Oh, that makes it more fucked up. I say, why does it look like I'm in an adult show?
and you hear everyone's just like, hearing all these weird noises and everything, right? And you hear your representative. Only you hear this, Zenro, but she's like, "That festival ain't until like 6 more months. Like, what the hell?"
Wait, what?
Yeah, everything. And she's like, all this. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, so you guys been there for like probably 2 or 3 hours, trying to get everyone taken care of and everything. They have a lot of people. They have a lot of people there. You're about to be done with like the last few people that Clay fucked up in a weird manner. Um, and then all of a sudden, you hear sirens go off again. But this time, they ain't going abomination. They're going possess attack.
Okay.
So, I'm going to explain it in a second, okay? While you're hearing all this, you see what looks like 3 balls of fire come out of nowhere and land right on the other side of the street. Or not, well, down the street like a mile away, okay? Everything. What do you guys do?
Well, clearly looks like that attack is very bad at aim. I'm over here, like not playing with my car still.
Okay, what do you say about it, Hellkite?
Probably poorly aimed, yes, but regardless, we probably want to take cover because you never know when the next hit's gonna hit.
Okay, what about you?
Wait, you have fucking demons here.
Like, we refer to use the word demons. We most use promote our no, we don't use the word demons here. We use the words corrupted entities here.
Mm-hmm.
Most PC thing we can think of, but fuck you. Everything. Do you have any other questions?
I'm like, okay. Next question. The abominations, are they... Fucking God. Can you guys deal with them, or are they a big deal?
We can deal with abominations. We can't deal with these. We can't deal with these entities the same way we can deal with them.
Why?
On the grounds that they have fell to evil abilities. So therefore, we can't really. The same weapons don't work on them as well. We have to call in our special military unit for them.
You fucking said exorcist. I want to laugh.
Your
Special unit.
special units. Would this also be the same special units that collapsed after they threatened me?
Well, the thing is, like the military base is still outside their range. But anyway, so they come. So they call in and everything, and you're like, we have possessed people. We have the possessed entities here. Here's the command. You hear like the military officer go like, "What breed?" And they go, and she go like, "Give me a second." So she whips out binoculars, right? Looks into it, and says, "Lux entities." So
Okay.
Clay used to his slowness.
Apparently so.
yes, Lux entities. And you hear them all come out of these craters, and go like, "We hear that we sense a new leader here. We're here to hand this entity over before we have to do terrible things."
It's sad that I used to be an NCO and now I'm in charge of people now again. Like, what the fuck?
And everything.
What the fuck?
And
I
so
left the military so we had to do this. Apparently it follows.
Clay would go over to the Slanesh.
I can't even fucking do this bottle. Fuck it. But anyway, but anyway, but now it's like so they're calling a thing. Everyone else is taking cover. They're trying to fight these girls off, these demon girls off. Everyone's losing their fucking mind, especially the DM. What do y'all do?
Does anyone know where popcorn is? We can actually start taking bets on how well they do.
No.
Yours? Yeah.
Man,
Hmm.
is it more sad? I see demons. I actually wish for some like demon slaying items because this seems like weirdly fun now.
Yeah. But anyway, you're currently being attacked. You're currently getting your unit attack. What do you do?
Finding popcorn and gonna find a good overview so I can watch the supposed powerful military take these things out for research.
Okay. What about you, Hellkite?
I feel like we need to arm ourselves.
With these big ass guns. Okay. What about you?
Agree with armors. Do they have a combat knife?
She whips out the leader whips out the combat knife, but to you it's a fucking claymore.
Fucking, I'll make it work.
I'm still gonna go find popcorn.
Okay. So you see what looks like a gas station Walmart, like a Dollar General, right? I guess you walk in here to find fucking popcorn.
Yep.
Okay, what do you do, fucking Hellkite?
Like I said, I'm gonna try and arm myself with a
Okay,
weapon.
so she gives you something that looks like a goddamn grenade. An oversized fucking grenade.
Oh, yeah.
But for some reason, it's light as hell.
Okay, well, I guess.
Watermelon-sized grenade.
Okay, I guess that'll work.
It was nice knowing you while we still had the chance.
Okay, so what do you two do?
I am continually.
Not you. Zenro and Hellkite, what do y'all do?
Well, I guess since Little Miss uh Guardian can't move, I guess I tried to drag her someplace so she won't be out in the middle of the open.
Well, so technically she's behind some cars, so I didn't mention that part, but yeah, she's behind some cars, dude.
Okay, so go look and see what we need. I feel like we should probably go someplace, get someplace safer, because
Okay.
we're not exactly armed to deal with this right now, and well, quite frankly, yeah, all I got is a grenade.
Okay. So you got this big watermelon grenade. You look around to try and get Clay before you go get Zenro. You look around and you see Clay walking through Dollar General, probably getting fucking popcorn. So what's your next move? Are you gonna go try and find Zenro?
Yeah, I reckon.
Okay. Okay, so you look around and you see him on the other side of the street. You run up to him with this watermelon-sized grenade and go like, and do what? You see, he runs up to you, by the way, with his watermelon-sized grenade. It has a pin, but the watermelon-sized grenade.
Is that the fucking holy hand grenade?
It's
Uh, uh,
a big grenade to you. Okay, so
it seems like just a basic grenade to me.
he also tells you that it's lighter than what it looks.
And yeah, that.
Yeah. Everything. What do y'all do?
So, are you ready to fight, or you want us to duck and hide and be safe?
Well, let's be honest. The only one here with an actual weapon is you, because you actually have a sword.
Sword. This is a combat knife, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. So why you guys not? I'm going to control your character real quick, but I want to try and get this out there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So while you're trying, you actually put your hand on the watermelon grenade, and you see it glow, and you see a thing that says ability possible.
Mm.
You're the only one who can see it. Ability possible. Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Okay, so you it says throw.
Throw.
You have to throw the lighter than what it looks watermelon grenade.
Okay. I had to throw it, or he can throw it.
You.
Okay, can I see this real quick? I switch in with the claymore.
Yeah, so he gives you the claymore. Okay, he takes the watermelon grenade. And what do you do?
Okay.
Do you pull the pin?
Does it say what my ability is, or
It just tells you to throw it. It says ability compatible. Throw it. You might have to pull the pin though.
okay?
Record it out, just throw it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Fastball
So,
it to the fucking.
okay, now here's the thing, right? You see it glow like this little radiant light looking thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you throw it, and it goes right in front of the demon girls. And it starts shaking real violently. And then it stops.
That was a fucking.
But so they start laughing and mocking you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we get done finish the last end of mocking, you see that grenade just jump into the sky and make that little Team Rocket light effect, right? Go, ping, right? And everyone, including them, is confused as shit on what is going on. Okay? So they're like, so you're one of those demons going like, should we be a little worried? You're like, nah, I don't think so. So they all start making their advance towards you and Hellkite, okay? So they get between where they were and where you guys are at. They're like halfway there. Hellkite's there ready to swing a blade at them. You're probably right there like, shit.
No,
You are still trying to figure out how the fuck what the damn popcorn looks like.
No, me honestly, I've been lied to.
Yeah. So they get to where you at, right? What?
Probably trying to take your sword back.
No, I don't. But yeah. Now you guys now fighting for the sword. Like, no, it's mine. Okay.
No, I'll have a sword.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'll pick up a fucking random object that's a fucking heavy stick.
Okay, well, put it like this. You find a pipe, right? And it looks wieldable. You get ready to put your hand on it. Get your hand about like that close to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you see your ability says, brace for impact.
Brace for impact.
You hear this, and then you guys are like, what, Dan? You see what looks like a meteor come down.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And it was like, it's practically the grenade, but now it's like fucking atomic bomb size. It comes down, hits the ground. Doesn't blow up. Sprouts arms. The sprouts like, starts looking like the fucking basic armor ship from Code Geass. And went target acquired. And guess what it starts doing? Whips out like its hand, goes back, whips out 17 barrels on both arms, and starts shooting grenades at the two demons, or at the three demon people. And now you're realizing that this thing can't aim worth a shit, but the grenades are working. The problem is grenades are going everywhere. It's practically taking up the entire street block, plus the buildings next to it. Okay, so this thing does max damage, but they're all dead. And you realize that the one grenade that landed right next to you all that blew up didn't even affect you. Okay, not even the concussion wave affects y'all. Okay?
Okay, I think I'm gonna hate her.
Yeah.
God.
So they're dead. You hear this robot grenade thing like, mission accomplished. Go back to withdraw this arm, go back to a basic grenade, right? Then blows up. Like a grenade does. So after everything's said and done, the three leaders approach you guys and like, oh, you saved us and everything. Where's your friend at? The third one. Hellkite points out the fact that he went to the Dollar General. So you two plus those three go to the Dollar General to find Clay, who just found the fucking popcorn.
And the downside is.
Well, the thing is, the bag of popcorn is like a fucking bed sheet case. How big it is.
The problem is.
I know everything. So they explain to you what just happened and everything. And the three leaders are like, okay, you're good. You've done us a great favor. We should really thank y'all for what you have done and everything. Okay? And then at that moment, you all blink out. So you're back to the beginning of this bullshit. You're back to where that anonymous voice and everything. And she looks at all of you. Well, that thing looks at all of you and go, so how was your field test doing? How do you all like your field test?
I'll let them answer first. I bet you will start.
I'll wait for him to go first.
Okay, you're up first. What do you say about your field test?
Field test. That was a test. What exactly are you testing?
How well you could have done your job. You seem like you did pretty well. Except Mr. Asshole over here, and I point at you, Clay.
I was advised very adamantly that their military was powerful. Alright, let's see it go.
Okay, well anyway, they asked, how do you think you did? Not you, okay.
Considering there was weird stuff going on, I was seeing a dot in the middle of my field of vision and have no idea what it is. If you gave us powers, you should have thrown in a user manual.
Okay, so she looked at you and went, okay, so apparently, because apparently had time, and she's like, yeah, I didn't know how your abilities really worked out, why they were really, I guess, riddled in. Well, apparently how your powers work, and she tells you that, yeah, practically, they're just telling you how close you're getting to the target and everything, how bad fear was going to be for him, blah, blah, blah. That's why he panicked and ran into a bike. They made it worse for everybody else. Then she explains his powers, but she says it in like a begrudging voice. Like, yeah, he's this. Tells you about your powers and explains it better for you. And says that she might have to be able to try and speed up the activation time and everything. And she looks at all three of you and goes, I think you all would do just fine. But writes in a little sticky pad that Clay's going to be an asshole through this whole entire thing.
What do you mean? I was seeing the vastly superior military at work.
Like, well, that's just one dimension. So, but I say you all will do a good job. So we'll send you to your next domain to see how you do there. So same thing, you feel a breeze and you get thrown in a direction, and that's gonna be it for this campaign. Cause I'm already horrified of my own life at this point. So we're gonna cut it there. I hope everyone, the one person who watches or anyone who watches in the future, I hope you have good enough therapy and you enjoyed. We'll catch y'all later.